Grant, it was a pretty disappointing afternoon. What's your take on the game?
Poor. I thought it's the poorest we've been, particularly over the last 8 or 9 games where we've been playing well, been on a decent enough run. You know, obviously, yes, there's games where we've lost, but we have big opportunities in those games. You know, Forest and Blackpool. You know, we've been a little bit treated unfairly, I feel, in both of those games. Today there was no excuses whatsoever. Absolutely no excuses. We weren't good enough from start to finish, and we got what we deserved.
The timing of the second goal as well, did that just basically cement the negativity of the afternoon?
Yeah, look, from our point of view, we're really disappointed with our performance. You know, Stoke are a good team. Don't get me wrong, but we didn't give them any sort of game today. You know, we from minute 1 to the last minute, we lacked any real threat. We never really had any control in the game. Our passes were sloppy. You know, we didn't get the fans going as well. You know, we have to get our fans going here at home, and we didn't do it. You know, and that's had an effect on the game and the result. But we just didn't do that, and that's the most disappointing thing for me. You know, from last week where we were here and the place was rocking to today, we just didn't get them going, and you know, we got what we deserved in the end.
At the start of the game, you made that team news change of Huddlestone coming in over Smallwood tactically. Obviously, we know that he's got a wand of a right foot, he can pass the ball about, but was there any other reason why he got the nod today over Smallwood?
No, just we've looked 3 games in 6 days, and it's important to utilise the squad this week. Yes, we're very low on numbers. You know, apart from the bench today, we've got that's us. You know, we've got injuries and some young players in and around us. I make no bones about it, this group needs help. There's a tremendous group of players, they need help, they need some players to come in and give them support and help us move up this league, which I believe we will, and we're trying to do that.
Tom, commiserations today. I imagine it was a pretty deflated dressing room at full time.
Yeah, obviously none of us really did ourselves justice today. We find it hard to get to grips with them, and yeah, I thought obviously Stoke played well. They were better all over the pitch than us, to be fair. They had quite a few chances, and we never really looked like scoring either.
Was it literally just a case then of Stoke City not necessarily wanting it more on the day, but when they had the ball at feet, they just seemed to do much more with it?
Yeah, I thought they, as I mentioned, they definitely did more with the ball, and I thought out of possession, whether, I don't know, commitment or tactically they were better than us without the ball, and caused us a lot of problems, and as I say, limited our chances in possession.
You got the opportunity to start today, and then you was brought off, and Grant mentioned it was a rotation of squad. Do you feel today that obviously the selection, the system, obviously going 3v2 against each other, offered you the best opportunity?
Yeah, I think it's basically almost man for man at certain stages, but as I said, I think throughout the pitch they were just probably 5-10% better than us, and when that's 11 players it soon adds up.
Do you take any positives from today's game?
The only positive really is we've got another game in a couple of days' time to try and put the wrongs right from today. We know that everybody needs to improve collectively as an 11, as individual units. So yeah, the only positive probably is that the game comes around quicker rather than sort of wait hanging about on this performance for 7 days. We've got a couple of days of training, and then we're straight back into it, and we've got the opportunity to get this out of our system sooner rather than later.
And obviously the next opposition, and Bournemouth in 6 days' time, is probably, without being disrespectful to Stoke, is maybe a step up in opposition because of where they are in the league table. So an opportunity to get your minds right and know that you've got to be better than today. Yeah,
on paper obviously the other 2 teams are flying, but equally we've seen today Stoke have come here very confident, a couple of new players in their team, and they've been better than us on the day. We'll have no excuses for Wednesday. We know what to expect, and we've got to be better collectively and individually.